welcome back to KTR Videos. Today I am drawing a really fun Shopkin for you. It's the season 4 flushes. So grab your paper and your pencil and get ready to draw with me. Alright, to start off, we are going to start from the bottom up. So we're going to start off by drawing a straight line at the bottom of our paper. So go ahead like I am, just draw a straight line. And sorry guys, my camera stopped, but you're gonna curve up like this. So you see what I did there? So you're just gonna kind of curve upward at an angle. And I'm about to do it on this side as well. So I'm just gonna make a little curved corner like this. And then from here, I'm gonna go up, kind of going inward a little bit. All right, from here, we are going to start to make the base of flushes. So it's gonna be pretty wide. So you're gonna come up, pretty wide here and around like this, start to come straight up a little bit. All right, and then the same thing on this side. So we're gonna come up and go out and up a little bit like that. Okay, now draw a straight line connecting these two sides. Just like this, okay? And then from here, draw a small curved line right here. And then same thing on the other side, leaving a little bit of space here so it's not right at the end. Go over a little bit. Another curved line, and then another straight line connecting those two. Like this. Perfect. All right, guys. And after that, we are going to draw two little squares here, but the corners are rounded out. So like one here and one here, and they sit in the center, as you can see, with a little space in between. Okay, from here, go to this little corner here, and we're gonna come up, 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 and this is the toilet seat, or the cover. So up and around. This isn't round enough, so I'm gonna fix this real quick. There we go, that's much better. Okay, and then from here, we're going up again. Let me come back up here for a minute. We're gonna draw a straight line over here, and then from here, let's curve our way down to meet the line that we had started, like that. And now, go ahead and draw a circle in here. This is where the handle is going to be for the toilet. So it's a circle. Okay, sorry guys, my camera stopped again. Anyway, it's a circle that I did here. And then for the handle itself, it's just a simple rectangle, as you can see. Okay, so a circle and a rectangle. And then just erase whatever line you have inside, like that. Okay, next we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So we're just going to start over here and then come up a little bit. Let me draw this straight line at the top, just so I know where to stop here. And then work my way back down again. Okay. And then I think this is toilet paper sitting here. So we're gonna come over here to this top corner, draw a straight line up, then across, and then down. And then there's gonna be another straight line that we're gonna add right about here. I believe that's supposed to be some toilet paper. I could be wrong. All right, over here, we're gonna draw the hand and then the brush on this side over here. I think it's usually the opposite, but I didn't leave myself enough room. Okay, so for here, we're just gonna draw a little wedge, a curved line or a wedge, and that's it. So it's pretty simple, okay? And then on this side, this is where the brush is. I am gonna start about here. And this brush, by the way, you guys, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a bunch of like squares and bristles. So I'm gonna draw, as you can see, a straight line over here, and then I'm gonna come down and then back up and around. And then let me start over here. Maybe this will make it easier. Okay, so this is a straight line followed by a circle, which is her hand. And then another straight line, and then curving up over to the left. Okay. So that is the handle of the brush, just so you guys know what you're looking at. And then we'll go ahead and finish up this brush here by making some squares. There we go. And then let's go ahead and on the inside add some more squares wherever. I'm not even following the picture at this point. I'm just kind of adding them wherever I feel like adding them. Make them different sizes, some of them large, some of them not so large. There we go, like that. All right, now it's time to do the face. All right, so her mouth kind of reminds me of a raindrop laying on its side. So it's very thin on one side and very thick on the other side, like this. Doesn't it kind of look like a raindrop laying on its side? Okay, and then her tongue, it's just a little curved line in there, like that. Okay, so she has like a disgusted look. Her nose is super simple. It's just a simple little circle right over there just above her mouth. And then her eyes are closed. So we are going, and they kind of go upward, by the way. So this is the bottom, and then we're gonna come up and then make a little bump for her eyelash. And then come over here and work our way back up. And then go out a little bit longer, make a bump here, and that's her second eyelash. So it's gonna look something like this. And let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. So going up at an angle, make the bump, and then make the other bump over here, and then finish up the bottom like this. Okay, perfect. All right, so this is how it's supposed to be. And the eyebrows are very simple. They're just inward curves like this. All right, guys, that is the end of the drawing portion of this video. If you want to color her in with me, then hit that pause button, grab your stuff, come back, and keep watching. Today I will be using markers and colored pencils, and the first color I will be using is blue marker that is, a brown marker, and a black marker. And then I will be using a light blue pencil, a darker blue pencil, a yellow, a very light lime-like green, and red. All right, guys, starting off with our black marker, let's go ahead and trace her eyebrows and color in her eyes completely. These are pretty simple because they're closed, so that's all you have to do, color them black. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and take our brown marker, and we are going to trace her mouth completely. And I'm using brown because it kind of looks brown in the original picture. Okay, and then from here, let's take our red and color it in completely, including that little corner in the mouth. And there we go, like that. Now take our blue. What I'm going to do with this blue is I am going to trace everything minus the little handle up above, which is going to be using gray, by the way. And I forgot to show you that, but you'll see it in a minute. Sorry. But everything else, trace it with the blue. Okay, again, there's that handle. Don't trace that part. All right, as a matter of fact, here's my gray. I'm gonna go ahead and trace it now with the gray marker, just so I don't forget to do that, but I'll color it in later in the video. All right, taking our very light green or neon green or lime green, I'm going to draw a line just about an inch below her head here, and then I'm gonna color it in. And that's because she kind of fades from like a yellowish green all the way up to a blue at the top. So that's why I drew that line in there. So I'm just gonna color her in. And then from here, I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow. And that's because she's not quite green, but she's not quite yellow either. So I'm just gonna mix these two colors, and I'm gonna do this process about 2 to 3 times. You do it however many times you wanna do it. It just depends on the color and if you're happy with it. All right, grabbing our light blue, let's go ahead and, I'm sorry, not the light blue, with the dark blue, we're going to color this top portion in, just as I'm doing here. I'm taking my light blue and I'm coloring in this part here. I'm not sure if this is her hand or what that is, but anyway, now I'm taking my dark blue and I'm gonna color over it, just to kind of give it a nice solid color, like that. Okay, this thin portion here, right here, I'm gonna color that with the light blue. And this is not exactly blue, this whole thing here. So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna grab my dark blue, and I'm only going to color in the sides. So this side a little bit here, and then this side as well, and leaving the center alone. Okay, like that. All right, now we're going to take our light blue and I'm going to color in the entire toilet cover here. So color, color, color. And then take our dark blue and I'm going to color like a 1 inch as far as the width goes, circle around the entire thing. Because if you take a picture out of her, you'll see that in the center, she's kind of like a light blue and then on the edges, she's dark. So that's what I'm trying to mimic here. So I'm just coloring and there we go. So it'll look something like that. Taking my light blue, I'm gonna color the rest of this picture here except for the handle. So everything else, color it in. Color, color, as well as the other side. All right, once you've colored everything else in, take your dark blue and we are just going to color almost all of it, but leave the last little bit alone. So you see that's like about 2 inches up there, white. So same thing here, I'm gonna color about here and then leave the last couple inches alone. Okay, and then over here on the toilet paper, color in that entire smaller rectangle and then just about this whole thing except for the very tip. Leave that white. Like that. All right, now the handle. I'm taking my light gray and coloring the entire thing with it. So 1 layer or so. Now I'm taking my dark gray and I'm adding a little bit of color here and then a little bit more on this end. And then I'm gonna add a little bit on that little circle, like that. So that kind of gives it a glare type of look. All right, last part is the brush, guys. All right, let's do this. So I'm coloring the entire thing with the light blue, as you see here. And then I'm gonna take my dark blue and I'm gonna color all of it except for 2 bristles in the middle. Whichever 2 you choose is fine. I chose these 2. And then the rest of it I'm gonna color. The hand, I'm gonna leave a little white spot in the middle as well. So it'll look something like this. Well guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the adorable Flushes. And if you drew her along with me, be sure to share your artwork with us on our Facebook page. We would love to check it out. Well, I guess that's it. If you want us to draw another Shopkin for you, leave the name down below in the comments. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Every day we're uploading videos for you, whether it's a tutorial or a fun toy video. Well guys, until next time, bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our Spanish channel.